Hello. We would like to take just a few minutes to tell you about a Native American man who has been in prison since the end of the Vietnam War. His name is Leonard Peltier. He is now 70 years of age and in declining health. He has been in prison for 40 years. He went to prison amid the chaos of the 1970s, which means few people today have ever even heard his story. Please join us in urging President Obama to grant executive clemency to Leonard Peltier so that he can live his remaining time among his family and his own people. He is a talented writer and artist and has painted images of his tribal elders, Native children, and wildlife as a means of finding freedom and solace behind prison walls.
Many of Leonard's strongest supporters, including Nelson Mandela, Coretta Scott King, Senator Daniel Inouye of Hawaii, Kurt Vonnegut, and other powerful voices of justice have passed on. We need to speak for them now.
I have known of Leonard Peltier for many years. I have spoken with him and I have felt his pain. I have watched him endure the ravages of the long years in prison. I am aware of his efforts to bring light to the outside world through writing and through his art. I have tried to help him in any way that I could. I think of him often and pray that he will be allowed to go home at last.
All of us have one thing in common. We would like to see Leonard Peltier be free now.
Leonard was in good spirit when I saw him, and he's very anxious, and he's very hopeful. I encourage him to continue to pray and have faith. Likewise, that the prayer that I made, that President Obama will be moved, he'll sign the executive clemency and free him.
This call is from a federal prison. I'm very sorry for the lives that were lost that day. I'd be grateful if the president would give me clemency. I'd be grateful if he gave me justice and gave my people justice.
A few presidents have visited Indian reservations, as far back as Roosevelt, Truman, and Clinton, and now the Obamas. Yet, with all their power and influence, they have not been able to do much to change the poverty and devastation. Leonard Peltier once said these words: "We are all in this together, my friends. The rich, the poor, the red, white, black, brown, and yellow. We share responsibility for Mother Earth and those who live and breathe upon her. Never forget that." Only President Obama and the First Lady have returned to Washington and given a new voice for Native people. Now, there is hope. Please join the Human Rights Action Center, the National Congress of American Indians, and Amnesty International in asking for clemency for Leonard Peltier.
Many people around the world have joined us in this call.
Who will join us in asking President Obama to free Leonard Peltier?
I will.
I will ask. Will you?
I will. Will you?
I will.
I will. Will you?
I will. Will you?
I've known Leonard Peltier's story for many, many years and have called for his freedom. Now Amnesty International calls for his freedom. Over 500 Indian nations across America call for his freedom. Now it's time for us all to stand up and call for Leonard Peltier's freedom.
I will.
I will let Leonard know he's not alone.
We will.
I will.
I will. Will you?
I will.
I will.
I will.
I will.
I will.
Get it!